Y'all, now we get a love confession out of Damon. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kay, and I'm here today. I ain't even finna do a recap of this episode whole time. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. It was giving very much. I saw somebody say this on Twitter last night. It was giving very much the episode when Liv and Spencer went to that debutante pageant, and it was nothing but the black version of the of that. It was the masquerade ball. I think it's real cute that they had a masquerade ball at their school. Like, I think that was real cute. I've been wanting to put me on a prom dress for a reason and get dressed up and have somewhere to go. But anywho's, I'm gonna start with Keisha. I just want to see where the storyline with Keisha is gonna go, because I feel like Dr. Pace been on her all season, and now Dr. Pace done finagle her way to tell Keisha you cannot take paid choreography jobs because that goes against the rules of the dance department or whatever. Basically, she told Keisha she was gonna fail her. I'm like, okay, Miss Boom Boom Cat, Lorianne Gibson, ma'am, I'm gonna need for you to chill out. So of course, Keisha finds a way around it at the end of the episode when she decides that she gonna donate all her money. She was like, I didn't even touch the money, so boom, what you gotta say about that? And now, Miss Dr. Pace, ma'am. I just don't know why. And then it's like, Cam has grown so much as a character, because I'm telling y'all, like, I had it for Cam. Like, I wanted to put a pause on Cam watching All American because he was always giving Spencer a hard time. But now, Cam is so understanding, sometimes just take for a person to grow. Sometimes you might just not like them during the season, and then, they come around and you be like, you know what, you all right. Right now, Cam is all right with me. Cam just always seems so understanding, and it's just crazy because he was not always that way. And even to see him dancing with Simone, it's crazy because, she just disrupted my whole video. That was just so rude. This is yelling. Anyway, even to see Cam dancing with Simone, because Simone did not like Cam, because Cam used to hang around Simone baby father, you know what I'm saying? And so, I was like, okay, Simone. And, that came with a little acceptance because Keisha was into Cam. But, Cam always just is so understanding. And even when Keisha was tripping, girl was tripping hard. Like, she embarrassed bruh in front of all his little KK friends. And he was just like, you know what? We're going to talk about you sunning me later, but right now we're going to nail this choreography. I know that's right, Cam. Like I said, we be punching the air when it comes to Keisha. But honestly, like, Cam is the only one who probably really understands Keisha. Nate and Simone understand Keisha. But, sometimes the person that's dating a person, like, friends gonna always be there. But, sometimes when you date a person, you get a little bit more insight on a person sometimes. And I feel like Cam is just very understanding with Keisha, and he knows all the things that Keisha has been through. And so he knows he knows how to reel her back in. But moving on, not Cam spilling the tea to Damon, like, look at me. Look at what I heard. I heard Cam, I heard Keisha and Nate talking about you, and I heard about your little kiss with Simone. Like, no, for real, All American Homecoming, y'all need to provide us with, we get the bromance between JR and Damon, but we need those moments between Cam and Damon, because half the time I feel like the audience forgets that Cam and Damon are roommates. And I feel like, we see Keisha and Nate, with their whole roommate situation, but we don't really see Cam and Damon like that. So I feel like that's something that we need to see. But I was here for Cam telling Damon, you know, you need to go and tell Simone how you feel. Because you not telling Simone how you feel is not cute. It's not cute. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a lot of people walking around out here today. This made me want some Tender Wonders, for real. But yeah, I was here for Kim telling Damon, like, you need to go and you need to pursue Simone. Because obviously, I feel like Cam knew more, but he just didn't tell Damon more because he wanted Damon to go and figure it out for himself. I was also here for Gabby checking JR and Damon checking JR, telling JR that he was wrong for intervening because he, you know, he wanted to really tell Simone how he felt, which, you know, that's something that we've all been waiting for, you know. And, you know, like Gabby said, I've been seeing Damon stare at Simone across the room the whole night, and that don't look like somebody who ain't in love. That man is in love with that girl. And, you know, like, I ain't gonna hold you, like, I have, you know, experienced that before, like, when you, but it was different for me because I was one of the girls who just did not date people like that. I had to, like, really not see myself not having you in my life for me to date you, like, because I just did not give people a chance. And so there have been times where I have denied myself feelings for people multiple times because I was just like, I was not ready to spend them emotional coins. Like, that was a lot. That was a big wager. I was not willing to take the risk a lot of the times. And so a lot of the times I would just, you know, have to deal with my hurt and just, you know, grieve it that way because I wouldn't risk my feelings because I was just too stuck on my feelings. Like, no, like, I was not for the heartbreak at all. Like, I was not for the heartbreak. Any kind of way I could prevent heartbreak, I would. So I understand, like, when you friends with somebody and y'all just got such this amazing friendship and it just seems so impenetrable. I mean, and with a friendship, I'm talking about, like, with dudes. There have been times, like, because I was an athlete and I did have a lot of guy friends, and some of the guy friends, I was just like, wow, like, they was good guys, you know, but I just would never give nobody a chance because I was just so hard. But eventually I did give one of them guy friends a chance. I ended up marrying him, but that's besides the point. The point of the matter is, I know what it feels like to be, like, in strong, very strong, like, with somebody, and it's to the point where you can't think about nothing else because you just feel like your head is in the clouds. Your head is in the clouds. So I feel like that's why Damon's story resonates so much with me, and probably why I ended up falling on the living on Spencer Train, because it's just something about when you're friends with somebody, it's organic. You know they ain't trifling. You know your friendship ain't built off lust and all the other craziness. You know how when some people date, they be like, oh yeah, I met him and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just don't prefer relationships starting out like that. I prefer relationships starting off as friends. Because I feel like, you know, you honor a person better when they're your friend and then y'all become romantic. I don't know. Anywho, Thea. Not Thea put it all on the line. She was like, Damon, I'm sorry, I messed up. Not they gave they gave Thea a Liv moment. Not Liv went to Spencer the other week and told Spencer, I was wrong, I want you back. And Thea messed around, hit the same thing, but Damon was like, ugh. He tried to play. He tried to tell her as nice as he could, like, Thea, I'm just not in that place no more. And that's not what I want. I just feel differently now. I was like, ooh, Thea. Not Thea getting let down. Easy. Hurtful. I felt bad for Thea. And that was one of the only times I felt bad for Thea, because Thea was just hard to get along with. I felt like Thea was hard to get along with. Hard to like as a character. But she was a complex character. So, again, extending grace toward Thea, because I was just like, oh, wow. Dang. But you know, Rome been popping up with Thea too. So we see the tea. We've been seeing the tea since the beginning of the season when he was giving her cortisone shots. Rome got a thing for Thea, obviously. But we're going to see if she ends up pursuing it. And not Thea trying to go pro. I feel like that came out of left field. You know, in tennis, they can go pro young. But I was just like, Thea, you really want to go pro? You just now getting your swing back, girl. Like, you just now getting your zhuzh back. And you talking about going pro? Wow. But as for Simone was, I guess, trying to get in good with Lando's sister. But I was not here for Lando's sister. I ain't even gonna hold you, because she was asking her all these questions like, girl, what's your 3-year plan? PKs are leaders. It's plenty of leaders in this world who did not have a plan when they was a freshman. Like, I just was not feeling her messaging at all. And I felt like that kind of stuff puts pressure on people, because instead of letting people organically find out what they like, you always got to try to plan stuff. Everything in life just can't be planned. And going to college and trying to figure it out in 2 semesters ain't the move. Because then by the time you get to your sophomore year, your mind could have changed. Then here you are with another plan. So I'm just like, she asked her, she was like, I'm only a freshman. I was like, I know that's right, Simone, because our whole time, girl, it's some people who be whole seniors and don't got a plan. So maybe that's just the way I viewed it. Anyway. So Lando, you know, Simone has been on Lando this semester, because Lando is, you know, Lando likes to be in the background, even though he got like a big bark. He got a real small bite. And he been trying to basically, you know, find his footing. And it's just crazy, because, you know, I didn't think that he was like that, especially after all that big dog talk he was giving Damon. But, you know, some people change. And so, it was just crazy, because, Lando really was not trying to take that job to take pictures. He ended up getting it, though. He ended up taking that job to get pictures, but he fussed Simone out. I was like, dang. Simone. Not you get fussed out by Lando. She was like, but you could do you. I was like, oh. Just when y'all was eating Lamone up, he done turned on Simone. He did end up apologizing, though. But as for Damon wasn't going to go to the ball, no way. And it's crazy because he made all these plans thinking he was going to go with Thea. And you know how sometimes, you know, like, you knew from the beginning that he liked Simone. Just like from the beginning, we knew that Spencer liked Liv. But Spencer just, you know, pursued other people because he felt like Liv didn't really like him like that. And that's what I feel like Damon did in terms of dating Thea. But the only difference between Spencer and Liv was I don't think Spencer and Liv started talking about their feelings while they was dating other people until after the whole Vegas situation. Damon and Simone been known from the jump, and they even told each other their feelings from season 1. So I was just like, y'all, the writers are making fetch happen. I don't know why people were so in an uproar about Simone them not wanting Simone to be with Damon. And I'm just like, they been putting it in our face from the beginning. Like, y'all are just choosing to be blind at this point because it's giving. How y'all be hard Liv and Spencer fans when Simone and Damon basically got the same story but hate Damon and Simone? I don't get it. I mean, that's it, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't here to make no argument or to cause no hubbub about it. But I'm just saying, like, the story has been written from the beginning. But I'm just here for Damon telling Simone plain as day, I loved you. I loved you from the moment I met you. From the 2 years ago when I met you, when I took your phone at homecoming. He was like, and I'm not going to force you to do anything, but the choice is yours. And my man walked away. I was like, okay. Okay, give us something to think about. Period. We all know that Simone feels the same for Damon. She looked like she was going to cry. She looked low-key like she was about to be in tears because she was just like, dang, he finally told me. So now that he told her, she can't move in oblivion no more. Because you know how sometimes you know something, but you be trying not to know until, like, it hit you in the face. And he was like, dang, I knew this all along. Yeah, that was Simone. But now it's just, you know, like people say, the story's going to be slightly complex because, you know, Damon just got a relationship with Thea. And then Simone been messing with Lando. It's just like how Spencer was messing with Layla. Him and Layla weren't together at the time. But Liv was in a whole relationship with Usher. And so they had to kind of end things with, you know, the other person so that they could pursue their relationship and be happy on their own. And eventually everybody did get over it and, you know, move forward. But the only difference is I feel like, you know, with All American, everybody dated within that same circle. But on Homecoming, Thea's not in the same circle as them. Thea's on the outside, and so is Lando. They might have went to family dinner a time or two, but the core crew was Keisha, Cam, JR, Damon, Simone, Nate. Everybody else was just additions. Like, you know. And I'm glad they chose people on the outside for them to date. They did give Nate a boo, an admirer. But this is coming from left field. We don't know who it is. It ain't Nico. So they gave Nate the Cinderella story. I was like, okay. Not he left his slipper, but he left a pen and Nate picked it up. But yeah, so I hate that they putting us on this 2-week hiatus when it's only like 3 episodes left. That's trash. But I guess we gonna see Damon and them support Simone and the tennis team with whatever it is they going through. Because they're going through something. But we don't know what that is yet, and we won't know until March 13th. I think that's trash. I want to tell my fellow All-American Homecoming friends to keep the faith. Even though we've been looking for a renewal since All-American got their renewal weeks ago, I do feel like All-American Homecoming is going to be renewed. I just feel like we're not going to find out till later like we did last season. At the end of season 1, I'm telling you, like, All-American was on. First of all, I didn't even watch All-American when it was on TV. I was one of the people who got onto All-American Homecoming when it was on Netflix. And it was top 10 when it was on Netflix. And it was in top 10 for a long time. And I think it's still on trending right now to this day. So I feel like whatever they do, whether Warner Brothers switches HBO Max over or whatever, it's either gonna end up going to Netflix or HBO Max, and we'll be able to watch it there. And there we're gonna know that it's trending. Like I was saying, after season 1, I had started following the Brinkston Lions page on Instagram and the All American Homecoming page on Instagram. And so I was, waiting on them to tell the tea. And so it wasn't until like, I want to say June or July last year when they found out that they had got renewed for season 2. So I'm thinking after it's put on a streaming platform, that's when they're going to announce this being renewed. Because legit last year they announced it in like June or July, maybe April. I mean, maybe August at the latest. And then after they got renewed, they started filming, and legit from August to October, they was promoting the season 2 come back on. So most likely once it's available on streaming, we'll probably get a new season around October. So yeah, no need to fret, y'all. We just gonna have to be patient and wait. I'm pretty sure with whatever's happening, All American Homecoming is just a really good show. There's a lot of similarities with it in comparison to All American, but I feel like it's got its own judge, just like The Cosby Show and Different World. I mean, it's the spinoff, but like Different World was a whole different beast from The Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? But y'all, we gonna get Damon and Simone eventually. I just hope once they put Damon and Simone together on screen that they don't do them like they did Spencer and Olivia, because Spencer and Olivia's breakup was meaningless, and that's something that could have been talked out. But I just want them to have a non-toxic, no drama, non-dramatic relationship, and let us see them navigate being at school together. Not saying they not gonna have no little bumps in the road, but not breaking them up and causing drama between the group and all the other stuff. No, I don't want that for Damon and Simone. I want Damon and Simone to be like solid, real solid, the way they got JR and Gabby solid. I don't want no problems for JR and Gabby, and I don't want no problems for Cam and Keisha either. I want healthy black relationships on this college TV show, and I want it to be good. You could put a little tea in there every now and then, but don't have us in a tizzy, like y'all had us with Spencer and Olivia. Oh yeah, speaking of Olivia, that made me think about Jordan. So All American, y'all for real playing out Billy's homegoing service and did not include Simone. Y'all should have had Simone fly home for that, period. She friends with all of them. She was good with Billy Baker. Like, that's a moment that she should have went home. Yeah. You should have had her coming back from LA, from the fume, back to school to go to the dance. But y'all should have had her in the episode of All American for the homegoing service of Billy Baker. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's all I got for this review. Let me know what y'all think about the episode, and I'll be back with more. Deuces.